Agondwa. Now, the Law Society of Kenya President Eric Theuri has criticized President William Ruto's public attacks on the judiciary, terming them as reckless and unwarranted. Theuri says the president's move to try and interfere with the principle of checks and balances and restraint among the three arms of government amounts to a constitutional coup. NTV's Vincent Tudor opens our broadcast tonight.
Chief Justice Emeritus to join in
the strained relationship between President William Ruto and the judiciary over court orders that President Ruto claims are sabotaging his development agenda continues to elicit different reactions in the country. President Ruto has accused unnamed judges and litigants of being corrupt and vowed to deal with them. The Law Society of Kenya President Eric Theuri, who has been among those at the forefront in pushing back Ruto's public attacks, says the president is on a dangerous trajectory.
What he is doing is completely reckless, and we are only seeing it as an indication that it is not a sincere concern, that he is politicizing this fight, and he can only be doing so for one reason: to intimidate and undermine the judiciary.
The LSK president sees the move by the president to vow to disregard certain court orders deemed to be curtailing the government's agenda as a ploy to give solace and courage to those within his administration who would want to disregard court orders.
The president has no right under the Constitution or any privilege under the Constitution to choose which decision of the court he will abide with and which decision he will disregard. What the president is doing is that he is inviting this country down the road of anarchy. Members of the public would then be also saying that I can choose which court order to comply with. The president seems to be suggesting that anyone who loses a case in court loses that case because of corruption. The other converse of it is that anyone who wins a case in court wins that case because of corruption. The head of state occupies a very special place in our constitutional democracy. He is the head of the state. When you seek to violate that principle of restraint, the principle of checks and balances, what are you doing? You are actually carrying out a constitutional coup.
Among Kenya Kwanza policies that the courts have questioned their legality and stopped includes the Affordable Housing Levy and the Social Insurance Health Fund. However, to seemingly circumvent the orders, Parliament has introduced a revised Affordable Housing Bill 2023 and wants to conduct public participation on the bill amidst the court orders, even as the House majority leadership insists they are not in contempt of the court.
Everything they are doing from this point, for as long as the court order still is in existence, is illegal and of no consequence. In fact, what they are doing is to make it easy for anyone to go to court and say, this bill has been passed without public participation.
All eyes are now on the three arms of government to see how they will continue to cope with each other. Expectations are also rife to see if the president will name the judicial officers he has termed as corrupt and what action will be taken against them. Vincent Odur, NTV.